Hey everyone, it's Yaroslav and Philosophy Man YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about my opinion on the film called Nomad Land. Nomad Land is a film that got an Oscar and it is quite an underground intellectual movie. It has no action scenes, unusual composition, uh, similar to the composition of the art house road movies and something if to compare with the literature's existential thing in it. It tells a story of a woman. Well, actually, she is, I think, almost 60 years old, who, after the death of her husband, became a modern nomad. She redesigned her minivan so it will serve as home for her. She doesn't have the money even for the famous trailer, famous in American culture. And she travels the land in search of the primitive job to pay the bills. The job is usually physical and very hard. And she, in America, she should have been retired by now, but she continues to work because she loves freedom, and the only way to get that is just living in her minivan and doing that physical labor. So this film is very deep, very emotional. It shows the culture of people who are, let's call them anarchists. I don't think that they are hippies, though there are a lot of similarities between them and hippies. But they don't have that mainstream supportive tendency as hippie had in the end of the 60s, beginning of the 70s. The tone of the film is much darker than just make love not war. These people were defeated in their lives. Sort of, they are like the remnants of the empire that lost in the fight with the other empire and died out. And the only thing that left to them is the beauty of the nature of the world, which they want to explore. They want to just live without property, without luxury, without money, just for the sake of the life experience. In this sense, they are existential philosophers. The film Nomadland is very similar in its idea and conception with a more early film called Into the Wild. Into the Wild tells a story of a young man who decides to follow the ideas of Henry Thoreau, who wrote about living in the wilderness. And he cuts ties with his family, with all the society, and starts basically roaming the land, finding the home, the lost trailer somewhere in Alaska, and starting living there, doing hunting and fishing and so on. Film also shows him interacting with those road anarchists, as I say, and it also depicts the story of a spiritual search and spiritual fight with a human person who doesn't obey the rules and the norms of the what we call the normal society. The Nomad Land doesn't end in any sense of the culmination. It is just a set of events, but the tone is very dark because you understand that actually, despite all the positive moments of the film, it depicts the story of a great tragedy. Into the Wild ends tragically for the hero, and it has a moral, though I do not agree with that moral completely. Both films are worth to be watched, and they are both sort of the spiritual adventure. Thank you for your attention. Hope you like it. See you.